With the Champions League in limbo for possibly months, we thought we'd sim the remaining fixtures on FIFA 20 to see how the tournament panned out. First up, the postponed round of 16 legs. Man City did the hard bit at the Bernabeu, but their fragile defence let them down at home as Luka Modric plundered a last-minute winner to leave City fans dreaming for at least another season, possibly more depending on how long their ban lasts. Chelsea conceded a goal in the 9th minute and we forfeited that tie to save their embarrassment. Lyon stunned Juve as the Italians' tactic of buying Ronaldo to win the Champions League just keeps paying dividends. And Napoli were dealt a cruel blow at the Camp Nou when David Ospina picked an inopportune moment to practice star jumps. Here's the draw for the quarter-finals, conducted by former professional footballer turned current pundit Ian Fiveankles. Atalanta, Lyon, Atletico Madrid, PSG, RB Leipzig, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Thanks, Ian. The quarter-finals saw some mouth-watering prospects for the neutrals and hipsters alike. Atalanta's keeper was imperious, while at the other end, this year's Ajax delivered the goods like an industrious postman. Their players clearly fired up by the chance of being poached by the big clubs in the summer. Atletico versus PSG was a barnstormer, which deserves at least 5 minutes of serious analysis, but in the time allotted, let's focus on Alvaro Morata conceding a completely unnecessary penalty, with 3 defenders covering, which cost them the game. Meanwhile, in sepia-tinged Leipzig, Lionel Messi scored a curler so outrageous at one point you actually feared for the backwards-facing security guard's safety. And Bayern powered onwards, Real Madrid offering less resistance than a sponge at a corporate paintball away day. Here's Ian Fiveankles with the semi-final draw. Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich, Atalanta. Sterling work, Ian. Semi-final 1, Lionel Messi versus neck tattoo sketchpad Neymar. But huge surprise, in a big game, Neymar was largely anonymous. Messi wreaking havoc, though perhaps he got a bit lucky with the softest penalty in Champions League history. Frenkie de Jong blown over by a gust of wind that registered 2 on the Beaufort scale. Elsewhere, Bayern booked their place in the final thanks to strikes from Joshua the Balletic Rottweiler Kimmich and Serge Gnabry, who attributes the power in his headers to half a season of defensive clearances under Tony Pulis at West Bromwich Albion. And so it came down to Bayern versus Barcelona, 2 teams who have never met in a Champions League final. Barcelona's tactics up to this point have been to flick the switch in the back of Messi's head and set him in the right direction, but in this game they ran out of batteries. Bayern were ruthless, their defence sturdier than a pig's brick-built fairy tale house. Barca's only shot came in the dying seconds and it was fired straight into the defender. The thud of ball on shin as sweet a sound to the Bayern fans as the final whistle itself. 1-0 it finished. So Bayern Munich win the Champions League for a 6th time. We leave you with footage of their open-top bus parade filmed by Ian Fiveankles. Bye!
Champions, das ist gut, ja?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.